tackle there from Southern again. Over the top. Carl Webb assisting with Payne.
He's created a couple of opportunities at a dummy half tonight, Farah. It's made a difference since he's come in.
Hodgson to Marshall, stepping straight through. Will he have the pace? Will he go himself? He does a little step in mid-air and does go himself and bamboozled Matty Bowen. And Benji Marshall gets his first try of the season and another one for the Tigers.
Well, Benji Marshall, you see here, just beating him back on the inside. Big Paul Rahihi coming across in cover. Doesn't quite have the pace, and a little skip goose step there. Just getting outside Matty Bowen, coming up with a try.
Yeah, it's a pet play of the West Tigers, this one, with taking a play to the line and throwing to a sweeper, which is usually Brett Hodgson in that case as well. It's a good pass to Benji Marshall. It's all about pass selection. Benji Marshall, a stepper on a stepper in Matty Bowen, and Matty Bowen was expecting Benji to step back on the inside, so it was good thinking from the young guy, Benji Marshall.
So the Tigers again will have it. They've been canted this end of the field to start this game. We've had 7 minutes. They lead 4 points to 0. They've had a number of attacking chances. Marshall goes straight between Chalk and Mogg, and the hop and the step will get another try for West. 2 tries in 7.5 minutes. They lead 8 points to 0. That's why they came here today, to see Benji Marshall, the Kiwi whiz, put on that famous step. He left them clutching in air.
He does it time and time again. But notice here the ploy, Benji Marshall's second receiver, to get him away from the defensive line, give him a bit of room to move. Adam Mogg, he didn't know where he went. Marshall Chalk didn't know where he went, but a tremendous ploy there from Tim Sheens. From the scrum, second man, he comes back behind a decoy runner, finds the space, and he's got tremendous speed to take him to the try line. It's one thing knowing what Benji Marshall can do, but it's another thing shutting him down.
Yeah, Marshall Chalk, you could just see him there ever so slightly drop off on the intensity on the inside, and you just have to be aware that with Benji Marshall, you can't drop off on the inside. He can come back at you from either side of the field.
Fitzhenry. Here's Prince. Kicking, looking for the big man. Richards over on the right. Richards has got the ball. Puts the unload down there on the boot, Ilford, and they might have scored here. They look to be onside, and Marshall is the boy that scored the try.
Dominant,
28 away from the Sharks line. There's the culprit. Now Marshall dances and he goes through. There he goes. Benji Marshall. In, away, the dance in midair. The twinkle toes of rugby league. Benji Marshall.
Well, I'm glad you saw it, Rabs, because I didn't, and I don't think Sam Eismonger did either.
Scandalis almost away, but Webke wrapped him up. Galea running the angle in an acting half now. It comes to Prince. Now Benji Marshall steps beside Seymour, made him look ordinary, and the Benji Marshall step, while they were going upstairs to check an obstruction. LaFranchi coming at the angle, takes no one out of play. He doesn't interfere with anyone. In fact, he only interferes with one of his own teammates who was trying to support. There it is, try for Benji Marshall. They hit back the Tigers, 12-4 with a kick to come. Dane Carlo getting ready to come on. Sean Berrigan has it covered. No, he doesn't. Benji Marshall leaps through and gets himself a double. Well, Sean Berrigan thought it was going to go dead. Had it easily covered, but Benji Marshall stole it from him.
Yeah, bad bounce of the ball there for Sean Berrigan. Nicely weighted kick by Scott Prince. This time opting to go along the ground. And as you said, Sean Berrigan there in plenty of time, had it covered. The bounce just beat him. And Benji Marshall comes up with a good try.
Double in consecutive weeks, and he did well to get the ball down inside the dead ball line also. I mean, that took some skill.
He'll play it. Comes back to Collis. Here's Prince grubbering in behind them. They were checked on their run. Marshall, though, still got there. The Tigers are in again, and it's 20 points to 6.
Well, it's great play again by Scotty Prince. And it's a dangerous play that not many sides can defend.
because the fullback is over near the play the ball, and if the kick can go through the defensive line and the chasers know it's going to happen, it's just hard for the fullback to get across and cover that much ground. There you can see Greenshield's doing his best, but Marshall was coming from wide out on the angle back in towards the football.
Is just clockwork precision. Hasn't worked at all tonight, not thus far. Elford plays it last tackle. Prince puts in a kick. He rakes it back into the centre. It's been allowed to bounce, and it's a try for Marshall. Well, the clockwork precision might not have been working.
On his way down, Benji Marshall.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Geez, it was good work, wasn't it? I couldn't believe he could have got that ball down. He was tripping and falling. He kept his eyes on the prize. He's come up with it. He's convinced him.
They tidy him up with Fitzhenry a dummy half, and Big Peyton, he's done plenty of work. He still found enough. He found enough petrol to run a decoy, just to give Fitzhenry a little bit of comfort. Here's Marshall. Now it's out to Collis on the right wing. A lovely fend. Marshall's still there. Marshall's there. Fitzhenry's there. Marshall does it himself. Benji Marshall. That's his second try of the night.
And he'll take it down to within a metre of the Roosters line. They've had plenty of pressure inside the Roosters 20. They have the one try already. Here's Marshall now getting outside Soward and getting across the line to score try number 2 for the Tigers.
Still 10 metres out from the line. Lillaway felt that one. Dykes. That goes over the head of Merritt. Up with it is Simmons. Simmons tries to do a dance. Danced his way away from Prince. Now for Dykes. Kicks for himself. Peyton chases back. Hodgson's with the ball. Dykes has ended up on the ground. They pass wide for Richards. Now we've got a race. He's got too much for Gallen. Coming across is Peachy. Peachy tries to take his man. Back for Marshall. Length of the field try. Ladies and gentlemen, the entertainers. The West Tigers have done it again. Last time it was Marshall for Richards. This time it's Pat Richards for Benji Marshall.
And he's put down and tackled just outside the 20-metre line. So Canterbury have got Daniel Irvine out there as well now, but here's a break being made by John Wilson. He uses his wingman, or the man standing on the wing. It was Benji Marshall. They won't catch him. Marshall high-stepped out of a tackle, goes over the try line. Try number 3 for the Tigers.
He gets the ball back onto Fatawira. Fatawira through. He's taken to the ground by fellow Kiwi Nullarbor. Prince, a flat ball over the top. Here's Benji! Benji Marshall scores the Tigers first. After just 4 minutes, it is 4-0.
The 14 is coming on. Corey Parker for Brisbane. Now it's gone to Lockyer. Turns it in for Carroll. Carroll opens them up. Straight up the middle he goes. Lovely tackle by Hodgson. 20 metres out, tackle 5. Chance for Brisbane. Berrigan, Lockyer, Darren Smith, and it's intercepted by Benji Marshall. Marshall's being chased by Seymour. Marshall's over halfway. Benji Marshall, he's running away from them now. Benji Marshall scores, and the Tigers are on the board.
The first mistake of the night goes against the Dragons. Kickers love to get a good first touch with the boot. Scott Prince, a driving kick. It was a great result. And then second tackle, they were able to force the error and have a scrum feed 22 metres out.
Prince to the open side to Hodgson. They run decoy after decoy. Marshall, he's over! The Tigers are in! Benji Marshall has scored! First try of the night, coming after 3 minutes, and the crowd has absolutely erupted. Benji Marshall, the kid with the lightest feet in rugby league, has scored. 4-0, first blood, West Tigers.
And the only predictable thing about the Tigers' attack is their unpredictability. Another planned move from the scrum base, bodies in motion, so hard to defend against. And Benji Marshall, they created the overlap. Colin Best, well, if he'd have gone out to cover Pat Richards, the hole would have been wider for that try scorer. If he'd have gone to Benji Marshall, Pat Richards unopposed.
Here's Scandalis, 5 from the line. One of the Tigers players left behind. 10 out, coming back for Marshall, here's trouble, tries to stand up Hene. Oh, he doesn't just try to do it, he pulls it right off. Whanawira about to come back on, and the